dot, 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 end quotation. I wake up startled, my heart pounding rapidly as my lungs struggle for air. I finally gasp as I quickly open my eyes to find the world around me nothing but haze. I feel sweat running all over my body, as if I'd just come out of a sauna. My room isn't even that warm. I let out a few coughs as I prop myself up to take a few deep breaths. I rub my eyes in an attempt to clear my vision. After a few blinks, I'm able to see normally again. What the hell was that? Oh, I can skip this. I tried to bridge what I saw from last night out from my memory, but I still feel like I can see Natsuki's horrifically snapped neck. It's rather unsettling. Yeah, and then who we mean let her die? Natsuki? Why on earth would I do that? Oh, hi. Oh, why the hell did they skip that? That was a scary thing, but then it was with Sayori somehow? Okay. Strange. So how are things with you and Natsuki? My mind goes completely blank. I'm not entirely sure how I can put it to someone like Monika without accidentally giving anything away. For all I know, Natsuki might have convinced Monika to see how I feel about her in a roundabout way. Oh, well, you don't have to answer if you don't want to, right? No, it's fine. It's just difficult to explain. Yeah, you could say that. I take a moment to collect my thoughts. Well, it's been an interesting journey with her. At first I thought she hated me or something. Monika lets out a small sigh. Laugh. Not a sigh. Well, that's Natsuki. From my understanding, she's always kind of been like that. Really? Did she tell you something? That's not really something for me to say, Mark. But I can say that she's been a lot happier since you've joined. Well, it's good that I did something right at least. Monika lets out another small laugh. Oh, come on, Mark. You should give yourself a little more credit than that. I mean, my friendship with Sayori has been a mess lately. I don't even know what I'm supposed to do with her. Do you want to talk about it? I mean, I try to figure out how best to articulate my current status with Sayori. It's just been awkward since last Sunday. Like one moment everything will be fine, then the next thing I know I'll say something stupid and I'll ruin her day. I guess her feelings are still raw from, you know. My voice trails off as Monika listens intently. I see. Well, I would say for Sayori is that she just needs time to get over what happened with you and her. I'm sure she'll come to you when she's ready to talk about what happened. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. She's a strong person, Mark. She'll get through it. Monika shoots me a reassuring smile. Thanks, Monika. I really needed to hear that. No problem. So, what should I do with Natsuki? Monika pauses for a moment. Well, it depends on where you see yourself going with her, Mark. I mean, I feel like I'm stuck in a box here. Do I risk telling Monika that I'm interested in Natsuki? There's really no way I can deny my feelings for her. Especially when it's starting to become painfully obvious. I decide to try to play the roundabout card too. I just don't know if she likes me in the same way I do. Maybe it went a little too obvious there. Monika shoots me a reassuring smile. But I'm sure that Natsuki will come to you soon and tell you how she really feels about you. It's better for her to come to you than for you to come to her. Knowing how she is and everything. I'm not quite sure if she's settled on her own feelings quite yet. I understand. Thank you, Monika. I really appreciate everything. No problem. Your happiness is important to me too, Mark. I manage a small smile at Monika. Thanks, Monika. You're too kind. If you want to talk more, I'll be here. I've actually been working on this poem since last night. If you want to see how it turned out, I'll certainly keep that in mind, Monika. Bye. Monika smiles as she turns and heads back to the teacher's desk. I turn to face the rest of the room, with everyone doing their respective activities. Well, it makes no sense for me to stand out in the open like this. Who should I hang out with? Yeah, well, of course, it'll be Natsuki. Dare I say it? Well, I said it, but you know. I decided to see what Natsuki was doing. I spot Natsuki in her usual spot by the closet. She seems to be reading her manga. Hey, Natsuki. Natsuki jumps at hearing my voice. Mark! I thought I told you to stop scaring me like that. It's a good way to give someone a heart attack. Oh, come on, how am I supposed to approach you then? Send a pigeon carrier? Besides, calling your name out calling your name out this way is much more fun. Yeah, I bet it'd be real fun for you to see me drop dead from you scaring me. No, it really would. Don't give me any ideas, Natsuki. Oh, I don't know how much more my little heart can take. Natsuki then pretends to faint dramatically as she has the biggest smirk possible on her face. Oh, come on. You're just being over dramatic now. Natsuki lets out a laugh. Yeah, real funny. Mark, sometimes you make this too easy for me. Come on. You know I'd help you if you ever really needed it. I know that. You seem nice enough to, anyways. Natsuki's voice trails off as she smiles sweetly at me. I smile back. For once I actually think she wanted me to hear that. Despite Natsuki's sourness at times, she can be sweet when she wants to. Yeah, I prefer that, like, all the time. Instead of that ridiculously sour, corrosive, toxic attitude of hers. Hers. Right? Attitude of hers. Anyway, want to read Parfait Girls? Since, you know, we didn't get to start last time. Natsuki's eyes dart to the floor as she references the incident we had with Yuri yesterday. Well, hopefully Natsuki and I can read in peace this time. Yeah, it feels so it feels so uncomfortable being this mean to Yuri. I'm much more comfortable being this mean to Natsuki. Great, wait here, I'll go get it. As I watch Natsuki disappear into the closet, I can't help but be reminded of what I saw last night. That horrifying look she gave me when she came out. Hey Mark, come over here, I need your help with something. My head starts to spin. What's happening? I feel like I'm right back in my dream. My eyes dart towards the closet. What if it happens again? Wait, why am I thinking like this? Come on, dummy, I don't have all day. Oh my god, that's exactly what she said! I take a deep breath. Come on, Mark. It was just a stupid dream. You have no reason to be thinking like this. I walk in and brace myself for the worst. But always sees Natsuki struggling to grab her manga. Jeez, took you long enough to get in here. What were you doing? Sorry, spaced out there for a little bit. There's no way I'm telling Natsuki about my dream last night. What hallucinations I just experienced now or this morning. She'll think I'm crazy. Well, hurry up and grab that one. She points to a special edition copy of Parfait Girls. Unlike the normal copies that I've seen from the series, this one is golden and reflective. It's Golden Freddy! It's lore! That's lore, Natsuki! It's one of those books that really grabs your attention if it's on a shelf somewhere. Whatever you say, Natsuki. I grab the copy of the manga, and we walk back out of the closet. While walking out of the closet, I take a closer look at the manga copy. Jeez, this looked like it was definitely expensive. Now I see why Natsuki's always raising hell if she can't find her manga. Well, where did you get this? That's what happens when you go to conventions, Mark. I was able to buy it at a discounted price there. Otherwise, getting it would have been super expensive. Conventions, huh? I mean, I may read manga every now and then, but I'm clearly nowhere as near enthusiased about it as Natsuki is. What, you've never been to one? Can't say that I have. Well, I'm going to have to fix that. You're going to take me to one? Well, obviously. They're really fun, Mark. You can get all sorts of rare collectibles there. I never thought of it like that. There's actually a convention happening in town next week that we could go to. Wait, is she asking me out? Apparently my facial expression gives my thoughts away. But it is the date! I never said that it would be. It's written all over your face, Mark. I feel my face hot with embarrassment. I try to deny Natsuki's claim. I don't know what you're talking about. Natsuki lets out another laugh. Whatever you say, Mark. Anyways, let's start reading. Finally. Takes you long enough, Natsuki. Right back at her. I say that with a sense of relief in my voice. But Natsuki sees an opportunity to take advantage of that, which I should have seen coming. Yeah, you can daydream while we read. I let out a sigh as Natsuki... What's even funny? That's not even funny. Okay, sure, whatever. I let out a sigh as Natsuki continues to laugh at seeing me flustered. It's not even funny. It's actually technically more annoying because then I'm not paying attention to what's going on. Then I'm going to be confused later on in the story and then she's going to be pissed off that I don't know what happens. We both take our seats underneath the windowsill. Oh, hi. Again. Yes, she looks... I guess she looks cute in this picture, but... she looks fucking underage in this picture, so like... no. Just no. Like, hanging around in a group setting... with her, sure. Even when she's underage, sure, because there are other people there, so it's not as weird. But one-on-one, with her looking like that, like I could be a fucking, like, you know, if I say anything that I'm on the fucking FBI watch list within minutes, like, no, it just, give me Yuri, Sayori, or Monika in that order, ascending order, any day of the week. Well, you ready? Yeah, any particular reason you wanted to read from this and not the other copy? Well, the special edition has some exclusive art in it. Is it explicit art? Natsuki, please tell me, because I need to know. Because of that whole spiel that I just went on to about how you look underage, because that is pretty freaking important, Natsuki. Fucking hell. Not to mention it manages to pack volumes 1 through 6 into it. Wow, that's awesome. You're pretty incredible to be able to get your hands on something like this. Natsuki blushes. Oh, don't mention it. Just start reading. I open the manga and we begin reading, starting where we roughly left off in volume 3. New soundtrack. Or at least one that I haven't heard before. As we read throughout the manga, Natsuki sure enough points out all the differences between the special edition and, of course, feels like I'm watching like the extended cut of Lord of the Rings with somebody and I keep mentioning like, oh, you know, this isn't in the original, like this is in the extended version. It's pretty important that it's in here because... and then, did you know the actor that played actually broke his toe? Actually broke his toe. Or it was Aragorn, right? I haven't watched this. I haven't watched Lord of the Rings in a while. But did you know he actually broke his toe in that scene? oh yeah, that's what I just read. Well, I don't have much of a preference for reading either one. Since they're the same, all things considered, the special edition artwork does add a nice touch to this copy. I also noticed that the longer we read, the closer Natsuki has gotten to me. It also gets to a point where she goes quiet, and she looks at me more than she looks at the manga. At first I try to ignore it, but it becomes distracting enough to the point where I can't continue reading. I turn to my right and see that Natsuki's not even looking at the book anymore. She's just staring at me. Menacingly! With an intimate look in her eyes. She looks kind of drowsy in my opinion, but okay. Intent look, if you say so. What you doing? That should be Natsuki's line, actually. Natsuki doesn't respond. Hello, Earth to Natsuki. It seems like as if she's in some kind of trance. Nou, als iets hapert, moet je er een klap op geven. That's a line from a Dutch comedian. That's pretty funny. He's like, he goes to like a hardware store with his girlfriend to pick out paint to paint a wall in the kitchen, and his girlfriend can't choose which color to pick, and then she's like, and he's like, all right, just you choose a color, and then I'll do something else, and then I will be back in a few moments. Then he goes to the hairdressers, and he takes what the fuck is that called? He goes underneath. I don't know what that's called in English, but you know, like where you like Yeah, I don't know what it's called, but where you're like underneath those UV lights to get a skin tan. I don't know what that's called in English. But he goes there for a second, and then he takes a test drive in the new Audi, and then he comes back, and then his girlfriend is still looking at all the colors of paint, and he's like, "All right, well, when something like when the program stops to function, you need to hit it," and then he smacks her across the head, and I like these two colors, and then she was supposed to pick out You're supposed to pick out a green color, a shade of green. So he smacks her across the head. I think these two look pretty good. Those are pretty good. But that one's blue. It's like, no, that's green. No, that's blue. No, that's green. All right, we'll call it green. But if that's green, then the couch in our living room is orange. No, that's red. No, in that case, the couch in the living room is orange. And so now I have to fuck her, because now she's like green, orange, red, blue. So, but we can also paint the wall behind the couch in the living room that color. Is it turquoise? That's believe what the color is called. They're like, no, because red and turquoise don't match. Aha! So in that case, it is not green. Yeah, but it's not blue either. It's turquoise. I think that's what it's called in English. I don't know. Like, all right. Fine, just take them. So, which one do you want? So, no. You should pick. No. Like, no, you pick. No. You pick. So, no, you pick. You are so uninterested. I want you to pick. Okay, I'll pick that one. Yeah, but I actually like the other one. Yeah, then the other one. Anyway, I don't know what to do. Sure, I don't mind Natsuki looking at me like this. But I'm afraid that someone's gonna catch us and immediately get the wrong idea. Yeah. Apparently she's staring intently, but in my opinion, she just looks like she's not fully there. And that I don't mean that in a positive way. Like she's about to fall asleep or something. Especially considering how Yuri was yesterday. Why is Yuri like being antagonized twice? Yuri was like the antagonist, or like the rival love interest in Sayori's round. Natsuki was the rival one in Yuri's route. Wouldn't it like sort of make sense that Sayori would be the rival now, so that like each girl is like the rival love interest on each route? You know, like why do we have to antagonize Yuri twice? I'm standing up for Yuri because no matter how many people say that Natsuki is best girl, she isn't. I will die on this hill, but she just isn't. Okay, it's Yuri, then Sayori, then Monika, provided she acts normally and doesn't act like a fucking psycho, and then there is a Mariana Trench of depth between Monika, and finally at the bottom there is Natsuki somewhere. And yes, I will die on this hill. I don't care. YouTube has disabled the dislike, so you can't dislike this video. I'm using it to my advantage now. I understand more. I understand YouTube. I see the benefits. Alright, I'm sorry. But why the hell do we have to antagonize Yuri twice? I'm standing up for Yuri. Hashtag justice for Yuri. Or something like that. Anyway, I glance around the room to see Yuri reading a book, so Yuri spacing out and Monika working on something. I then turn back to Natsuki, meeting her gaze. Oh, hi. Wow. That's very forward, isn't it? Why are the barcodes up there? Makes it look like I'm holding the book upside down. Right? I mean, I know like in Japan you read from right to left. But why would the barcodes be up there? And usually the barcode is at the bottom right of the back cover. And also this is the back cover. Because the barcodes are on there. So, you know, I need to turn it around. Right? Oh, it may just be normal in Japan. I don't know. I'm just gonna stop questioning that. Natsuki then suddenly embraces me tightly. Well, my arm. Not really me entirely, but my arm. I'm so surprised by Natsuki's sudden embrace that I pull my hand back in shock. No, apparently not. That I nearly dropped the manga. Her hug feels warm. My mind goes blank in this situation. Natsuki is willing to hug me? Is willingly hugging me? She moves to whisper in my ear. This feels nice, Mark. It really does. I like it. I can almost get used to this. Natsuki's comment catches me completely off guard. She's usually never this forward. Still though, I think I could get used to this too. Before I can respond, Monika stands up and walks to the front of the room. Okay everyone, gather around, I have an important announcement to make. Suddenly Monika and Sayori's eyes turn to me and Natsuki. Yuri, confused as to what's going on, turns around, only to see what Monika and Natsuki are staring at. Natsuki and I are practically cuddling at this point. All three girls are looking at us with a bit of an irritated, almost jealous expression on their faces. They're not even shocked. While I was with Yuri or Sayori, like at least one of them was shocked or whatever. Like now they're all just angry. If I remember correctly, because when I was with Sayori, I remember that Yuri was super flustered. Like I was like, oh, I'm not supposed to see this, right? And then Natsuki was of course angry, and Monika was of course also angry. And with Yuri's right, I believe Sayori was flustered, or like a bit like caught off guard, but not angry. But now they're all angry. I suddenly nudged Natsuki. How the fuck did she not even hear Monika, by the way? Hey, Natsuki? Natsuki looks up at me with a disoriented look. We kinda need to get up. Monika has an announcement to make. Do we have to? Why is it every time I try to spend time with you like this, it gets ruined? Natsuki might have said that last part too lightly. Great. Way to fuck it up even more, Natsuki. She turns to see the other three looking at us. She turns as bright red as her hair ties. She hurriedly stands up and storms to the front of the room, plopping into a seat and turns to look out the window, not wanting to make eye contact with any of us. Sayori, Monika and Yuri all look off in different directions, trying to avoid making the situation even more awkward than it already is, as they take their seats at the front of the room. Yeah, but why do we have to antagonize Yuri twice? Fuck that. Makes me want to go on Yuri's ride again. Yeah, Yuri... what? Tucks me by my sleeve? Oh, it just abruptly stops me, okay. Natsuki tucks me by my sleeve, Yuri just stops me altogether. She doesn't look too happy with what she just saw, but she also looks like she's unsure if she wants to confront me about what just happened. I decide to speak first. Yeah, Yuri? Nothing, Bark, it was nothing important. She looks off to the other side of the room as she mutters softly. Yuri then briskly walks past me, taking a seat and joining the others. Well, that was random. Let's hope that she isn't jealous of me and Natsuki getting so close like that. She isn't the jealous type, right? Alright, and then Monika talks about the photography club. Yeah, you know, I did happen to keep the welcome banner we made for the festival. I just need to find it. It's somewhere in my house. I wouldn't mind baking cupcakes again. Turns out Mark isn't that bad of a cook. She's there directly looking at me. Natsuki certainly isn't letting what just happened between us go. I try to move past the sudden awkwardness. Yeah, I wouldn't mind. Natsuki. I also don't like Nat as a nickname. I'll just call her Natsuki. Natsuki looks at me with a puzzled look. Nat? Where did that come from? I don't know, I just thought it'd be cute if I gave you a little nickname. Normally Natsuki would shoot me an irritated look before proclaiming to everyone that she isn't cute. But this time, it doesn't even look like she knows how to get properly mad at me. She tries to pout, but I can tell she's forcibly trying to hold back a grin. Are you implying that I'm cute? And if I was? Natsuki suddenly looks off in another direction, only becoming more flustered. After about a moment, she turns back to face me, no longer able to contain her grin. I'll let that slide, just this once. Ah, Sayori. I chuckled to myself, but in the corner of my eye I see Sayori looking tearfully at me. I mean, I always love spending time with you all, and seeing Sayori just trying to hold back her tears completely derails my train of thought. I never did take into account that she might not yet be comfortable with me being this flirty around Natsuki yet. Yeah, so... I look like an idiot as I try to find what to say next. Thankfully, Monika comes in to seemingly save the situation. Yeah, and then the rest is the same, and I come up with the thing there. Especially considering how Natsuki saw me Getting too comfortable with Natsuki. Yeah. I think it's Sayori probably thinks I'm going to have an extended cuddling session with Natsuki. Well, that's not... It is. Yeah, I got nothing going on for tonight. I'll see you in a bit, okay? Okay. Come on, you know what? I'd love to have you over. It's been too long anyway. Alright, I'll see you in a bit, Mark. See you. Yeah, everything is different. On Sayori's route, we played Mario Kart. On Yuri's route, we watched an old episode. And now I'm not allowed to skip it again, so I'm guessing I'm gonna do something different. It's heavily orientated towards Sayori. And again, I'm fine with it, but it's a bit weird since it's supposed to not matter which one you choose, but then one girl is heavily more focused on than the others, which is a bit strange. It seemed to put her in a good mood. Hopefully I can start making things right between us. Oh, now I can skip it again. Natsuki's influenced my writing. I guess we're spending all that time around her. I picked up on her writing habits. Despite her insecurities about her writing, I always thought her poems were fun to read. Even if her writing style is rather simple, she uses it pretty effectively to get her messages across. Looking back at my poems, I realized why Natsuki likes them so much. She finally found someone that she can relate to. Even though I thought she hated me at first, it's quite remarkable how much closer we've gotten over the last 2 weeks. I hope she was joking when she said that trip to that convention wouldn't be a date. I put down my poems to go to my bag to retrieve Yuri's poems, which I put right next to mine. I noticed that in Yuri's stack of poems there's a purple piece of paper. Yeah, okay, so Yuri is the love rival twice, which I think is a bit stupid, but okay. I don't remember Yuri ever writing her poems down on purple paper. Maybe she accidentally gave me something. Okay, never mind. We are actually watching the old... This is about watching the old series, right? Yeah, okay, so that's the same. Yeah, I love spending time with Natsuki. Yeah, I got some time with Natsuki yesterday, and today as well. I don't know, I feel like I should start spending some more time around you. I feel like I've been too distant from you lately. Sayori shoots me a quizzical look. I thought you and Natsuki liked each other, though. I mean, we do, but we're friends. I just got a little too friendly with Natsuki there for a second. Yeah, you kind of did. There's a moment of uncomfortable silence between us. I really didn't mean for you to see us like that, given what happened. It's fine, Mark. I'm just glad I was able to bring you out of your shell a little. At least something good has came out of that. Yeah, if it weren't for you, it would be a full-time need. Haha! And then we can skip the rest as she goes back. Oh, and I'm not allowed to read, but I'm guessing that Monika's Yuri's poem was the same. Yeah, okay, so Yuri is the love rival twice. Why? I mean, of course you can't really make Monika the love rival because Monika is of course the main antagonist already. So, you know, you can't make her the love rival as well, so I get that, but, you know, it could be easy to just circle them. But then again, I guess it also makes sense, like, when you're with Yuri, Natsuki would be the rival, and when you're with Natsuki, Yuri would be the rival, and that makes, you know, when you're with Sayori, that automatically leaves no one else left, you know, so I kind of guess that makes sense in a way, but, you know, why do we have to antagonize Yuri twice in a row? I just like that. But okay, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Click the like button if you did, subscribe to join the Rowan Army, and I'll see you in the next one. See you later, Romans. Well, hit there.